The story of every big buck starts somewhere, and this big buck and his story started last year as a 3-year-old. Even though he wasn't garnering our attention, and we were chasing after another 5-year-old that did not end in a punch tag, sometimes your next target is right in front of your eyes, and you don't even know it. He showed back up in velvet as a 4-year-old this year, in October, and as quickly as he walked into our life, he walked right back out of it, and that was the only pictures we got of him until I saw him the day after Thanksgiving. So this morning has been insane already. I'm making all kinds of mistakes. So that was a big 8-point that just came through here. He came through pretty quick. He was moving pretty quick. I could tell he was decent, but I just didn't know how good he was. So I got the camera on him, and there's only one shooting lane back there. But before that, we had a herd of pigs come through here. I've hunted here my entire life. We've never had pigs here ever. I'm still in shock. So I think those pigs went that direction. I don't know. Either he was there, bedded out there, or maybe those pigs kind of had him moving quick this direction. He seemed a little spooky. But we don't have pictures of that 8-point. Nothing. He does look a lot like a deer we had pictures of last year in this area, though. If so, he'd certainly be a mature buck. And one I want to shoot. I mean, if he would have just slowed down in this shooting lane, I certainly would have shot him. I think, he ran across the shooting lane, and then he stopped behind me, and he kind of was like, looked like he was processing a situation. We've certainly had some opportunities out of here, so hopefully I get another one this morning. I might have let that one slip through my fingers, but it's been wild so far, and it's not even 7 o'clock, so we'll see what happens. It's 9:30. I didn't see any more deer after that big buck came through. I'm just living with regrets. These acorns were raining in here. This year, no rubs, no deer so far, and no acorns that I... Sun's coming up, 7 o'clock. We had a group of does come in, and one of them got here behind me. I guess she got my wind. It feels good, like northeast. But, yeah, we got a high pressure this morning, so we should be able to get away with a lot once the thermals hit. But, I guess she got a whiff of me, maybe a little bit of north still in it. And, she went to blowing. So, there's a couple of does scattered through here, and they blew too, because they're does, and that's what they do. So, hopefully that doesn't mess us up too bad. Certainly isn't going to help us. But there's some good bucks in this area. I think I hear some bucks fighting right here. A good sit, man. That bachelor group of bucks came by, and I thought for sure One of them was going to be a mature buck that we had in this area. There's 2 or 3 that I would shoot. I think are over 4 years old, 4 or 5 years old. 1 4-year-old for sure, but 2 of them could be 5. They were all looked to be 2-year-old, might have been a 3-year-old in the bunch, but they locked up, man, put on a show, had my heart beating. It was awesome. Not very often you get to see bucks fight, at 20 yards like that. That was really cool.
Meanwhile, the Big 8 makes his second appearance in 2nd consecutive days in the same area, hitting a mock scrape this time. But this is a pattern, one we needed to capitalize on. I was spending the rest of the time with family, so my brother plans on going in the following morning for the kill. There's a trail to the left of the tree that these deer like to travel, and this buck had traveled 2 days prior when I saw him. And he does the same exact thing at the same exact time on my brother. The end result, a 30-yard broadside shot and a dead deer at the end of the blood trail. With the story of this buck coming to a close, we now have our sights set on multiple other bucks. It's January in Alabama, and bucks are only worried about one thing, and that's does. Only one thing's gonna kill them now, and that's time in the tree.